Hello, everybody. My name is Marshall Johnson, and welcome to Student Media Day 2020. I am production coordinator of Prince George's Community College Television, and I'm here to help navigate us through this wonderful media day. But I also have a co-host, Mr. Navarro. You take it away.
Welcome to the 9th Annual Student Media Day, a partnership between Prince George's County Public Schools and Prince George's County Community College. I'm Navarro from Northwestern High School, and today we're streaming to you live from the comfort of our homes. Student Media Day usually brings hundreds of PGCPS students on a field trip to the PGCC Largo campus for a day to explore in media. But this year, everything has changed. So PGCC TV developed a curriculum to show media arts students and our stories about life and learning during the pandemic. Let's first find out who's there today. Let's do a Media Day roll call. Shout out your high school in the chat. Now, did you know that nearly 100 middle school and high school media arts students submitted video entries from all over our area? This video challenge had 3 categories: current events, learning from home, and fun and games. We'll show you the top 10 videos submitted, starting with current events. Let's take a look at a story from Eleanor Roosevelt High School showing the way this student chose to remain productive during the stay-at-home order.
Hey there, my name is Sun, and this is my growth and journey during the pandemic. Because I was home all day, I had no excuses for not being productive, so I made a routine. As a result, I became more positive, active, and introspective. For instance, I now tend to journal, or just jot my thoughts down. I also challenge myself with school topics, especially in areas where I struggle the most. I also take a little walk or jog around the park instead of being lazy or lounging about. Overall, I've grown to appreciate the good, be versatile, and be kinder. Thank you for watching.
This quarantine.
Wow, that was a great story. I can relate to that story. It was so relevant. One of the things I've enjoyed about quarantine was getting to know myself better. This next story shows how a student at Chesapeake Math Information Technology High School's entire family is helping fight the pandemic.
This quarantine brought out a side of me I didn't know I had. With both of my parents being nurses, my dad's job relocated him to Texas to help hospitals fight the virus.
Texas is a high-risk state with over 910,000 cases.
That left my mom at home with 4 children, and with her working at the hospital all day and occasionally overnight, that left me at home with 3 kids. Taking care of them was a nightmare at first. All of us are about 3 years apart, so our relationship is most similar to a friendship. Now imagine your best friend telling you what to do.
Put that phone down and go do your homework. You need to go to bed now, it's midnight.
They did not take me seriously at first, so I really had to toughen up. The parental duties were so overwhelming, from checking homework to making meals to making sure my little brother gets a bath. Well, it's been 3 months later, my dad's still not back yet, but we speak on the phone pretty often. I cannot wait until he gets back so I can stop being a parent and start being friends with my siblings again.
Wow, another great video. And now, a student from Eleanor Roosevelt High School created the next video story about the pros and cons of social distancing during the COVID-19 stay-at-home order.
Because of COVID-19, everyone has been told to social distance to keep safe.
Many factors like the economy, businesses, and schools have been affected. Social distance learning for me hasn't really been the easiest to do. However, it's something I'll familiarize with eventually.
Disregarding the cons of social distancing, I have found many advantages to it.
I'm surrounded by family more often and have more opportunities to bring out my artistic side. I'm able to come up with more ideas to express my art style.
I was even able to feature some of my art on YouTube.
I love fine arts and I'm so glad to be able to do it more often now. So stay safe and know that we are all in this together.
Thank you. I really like what I learned from that video. And those were really great current event videos. Next, we'll take a look at stories about learning from home from all across the area. But first, here's a promo from PGCC. We're not too young to start thinking about college. Did you know PGCC offers early college programs and dual enrollment courses? Check it out at PGCC.edu or look in the YouTube description for more information. Now, let's take a learning from home stories. This first story from Chesapeake Math Information Technology High School shows how easy and effective it is to keep things neat while learning from home.
Having a clean and organized desk has helped me personally do better in school, and I know it has helped many other people who are working and learning from home create positive working environments.
Hi, my name is Jimmy.
Another story from CMIT shares a day in the life of this student during the pandemic. Let's see how she gets everything done.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Chater, and this is day in the life of me. The first thing I do after I wake up is brush my teeth, take a shower, and eat breakfast. After I'm done eating, I'm logging in online school and it's in all my classes. It's really tiring. Sometimes I even sleep during my lunch break. After school, I sometimes go to my cousin's house just to say what's up. Since we're neighbors. After coming home from their house, I started doing all the homework that's due that night. Sometimes I do get carried away though. Then I eat dinner depending on when I finish my work, and then I get ready for bed.
Our next video from a Parkdale High School student takes us way back to the beginning of the pandemic and walks us through the creative ways she chose to adapt to going to school on the computer.
Hello, this is Jamoke Oni coming to you from Her Element. You'll be surprised at how much potential I was able to see in myself during the pandemic. A time when it was easy to get discouraged, creatives were taking over the media. Some trends consisted of the Don't Rush Me challenge. Everyone was making TikToks. And ultimately, we saw everyone doing a little bit of everything. Cooking, working out, renovations. We were home, but keeping ourselves entertained in the beginning seemed to be the least of our worries. Fast forward 9 months later, and here we still are, learning from home, making the most of an unprecedented time. We're doing great though, but did you vote?
Learning like this away from school in our bedrooms and our kitchen table is hard, but we have to find time away from the screen to have fun. That's why I'm ready for the next segment. It's all about fun and games. But first, here's a look at PGCC students and how they feel about this time.
We are owls. Owls are wise and talented. Owls have vision. Owls are victorious. Owls are strong. That's why the owl is our mascot, because we are resilient. We are resourceful. We are innovators. We are determined to achieve our goals. We can't and we won't be stopped. There's a reason we have community in our name. We're in this together. We are owls. We are Prince George's Community College proud.
Now let's introduce the fun and games segment.
I'm sure this might be my favorite segment. Fun and games was such a good way to relieve stress during the pandemic. Lots of teenagers ended up learning new things about the community, their parents, and themselves. Let's take a look at how old video games became new again to this High Point High School student.
During the start of the pandemic, I've been entertaining myself by playing video games because I've been bored. When quarantine started, I stayed indoors in my house most of the time. Most games I played were video games on the retro consoles like Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64. It's interesting that it changed my perspective on how life was back then, because I think that video games back in the day were so much more entertaining than games now. I learned that video games had different feelings due to their time. I really felt that video games back in the day had so much more creativity because the game has more hidden features and a longer and better story. They were also really motivating to play because they would be really challenging.
Hi, my name is Nila, and
this next story paints a good portrait of this talented student from Eleanor Roosevelt High School.
Hi, my name is Nila, and during this pandemic, I have been working on my art. I really like to draw and paint things, and sometimes I hang them in my room or around my house. Here are some of my favorites. Here's one, here's another, and here's one more. Sometimes my family asks me to make things for them. I made this one alone, and I made this for my grandmother. I also tried acrylic pouring with my aunt. Mine was better. This is mine. While staying at home, I will continue to practice so that maybe one day I can have a career in the art world.
Hey there.
That was a great video. Now, this creative entry for Eleanor Roosevelt High School shows us Enoch's animated lifestyle.
Hey there. My name's Enoch, and I'm reporting directly to you from the comfort of my home. Bringing in this, I've been visiting some of my art skills and recently done to animation. How recent? Since we've been logged into quarantine. Being safe and well rested came up with Christ. Boredom. Before this whole thing started, ideas, thoughts, and character designs have always crossed my mind, but I never had the time or energy to expand upon them. Despite having zero experience, I go straight into digital art and animation while teaching myself tips and tricks with the support of my family and friends. Nowadays, I keep myself ahead of virtual learning and upload animated videos on the internet. Basic skills like scripting, editing, or editing are great for starting immediately. But it's existed in my life has changed during this pandemic.
Life is not all fun and games, but finding a new hobby in this situation is a great lesson to learn. We'll be back with the final word in a few seconds.
When life changes, your goals don't have to. Register now for classes at Prince George's Community College. Learn something new, change your career. We're here for you. PGCC offers hundreds of online courses to fit your schedule. Earn credits toward a degree. Upgrade your job skills to increase your income. Full tuition and scholarships available. We're here for you. Register at pgcc.edu/now.
We sure have a lot of talent in PGCPS.
But before we close, take a look at the video from a student at the Center for the Visual and Performing Arts at Suitland High School. His video takes a look at chores under a minute. Check it out.
That was a great video. We may not have been able to visit the college campus for an in-person field trip, but this has been a really great way to learn about media.
Plus, if you want to learn about a career in media from a Largo High School and PGCC graduate, sports reporter Brandon Williams will share his success story during the 12 o'clock PGCC presentation today. You don't want to miss this.
Thanks to Prince George's County Community College Television and all of our media arts teachers at Prince George's County Public Schools.
You really made this virtual field trip fun for all of us. We look forward to next year.
Yes. Stay safe, wear your mask, and see you next year.